Hey there, welcome in. It's Heather with Heather's Healing, and I'm here to look at the month of May 2026 for Earth signs. So that's going to be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. So I'm going to do a Celtic cross, and the question that I'm asking, so in the May energy update, one of the things that was coming through and one of the things that intrigued me the most was this soulful alignment. And it also felt like for all of the signs this month, there is a breakthrough, a transition. There is something that is going to be very meaningful that from the outside, someone on the outside looking in might not even notice the change, but internally to you, it's very powerful. So I wanted to tap into that. So the questions that I'm asking is, what is transitioning, unfolding? What is the breakthrough this month for Earth signs? Now, of course, we're open to any other information that comes through. But that's kind of what I'm curious to see what that is. And if you haven't watched the May energy update, please do. There's a lot of information there. All right, thanks for being here, you guys, and thanks for watching. All right, so let's go ahead. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And let's take a look at your energy this month. What is your energy? What are you bringing to the table this month? Nice. We've got the I was going to say the Six of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles here. Transactional energy, but it feels like what you are bringing to the table is you are lifting others up. You could be doing this with time, you know, service, you being in service to others. This could also be a handout, gifting somebody money, shopping at a small business's store, helping out, you know, helping out your local small businesses. It could be something like that. But what I'm hearing is this is a position of power. You are in a position of power where you have the ability to help others in some way. This could be maybe helping someone find a job, helping someone improve their status. People are coming to you, they're seeing you, they're noticing you, and they see you as someone that has guidance, information, and maybe you are in a position of power, maybe power within a company. You have influence and people are seeing that. So that's really powerful. It also can feel a little burdensome at times because that can put a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, but you're in the right place for it. The other thing I was hearing before I started recording this video for all Earth signs, and I'm going to say it now so I don't forget, the message here that I kept hearing was set yourself free. So talking about feeling burdened or having a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, take a look at that. Set yourself free. How are you? What's holding you back or adding burden that maybe you're the only one placing that burden? Yeah, something to look at. So I like this. Front and center, whether you want to be, people are noticing you. They see you as someone with influence, wisdom, and power. So now going back to the questions that I was wondering about, what is transitioning this month? What is unfolding? What is going on with this soulful alignment? What is the breakthrough? And what I'm hearing is, how do you become lighter? Again, going back to that, setting yourself free. Let's see what the cards say. So we have the is this the Nine of Pentacles? 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Okay, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And I'm asking the question, what is the soulful alignment? And we've got the 9 of Pentacles here. This is an interesting card. It's one of my favorite cards. It's the card of self-employment. What is the breakthrough? What I'm feeling with this card is not being appreciated. Maybe being overlooked. And interesting because that the energy you're bringing is you are being seen. So I'm wondering if this feeling like you are not being seen, feeling looked over, you know, this could be, for example, this could be something like you've applied for a job or a promotion several times and you've just been continuously looked over. People just don't see you. So earth signs, I feel like this is a matter of self-worth, how you view yourself. The pressures that you put on yourself, I feel like that's the breakthrough that is happening, or how you are becoming more aligned, is recognizing how you maybe putting too much responsibility on yourself. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I just want to see what else. I mean, this could be so many things. I'd like to kind of tune into one main thing for earth signs. How do you love the imperfect part of yourself? How do you find self-worth in that? How do you love the imperfect part of yourself, or the undisciplined part of yourself? Interesting. Okay, let's get some more information about that. And I really do feel like I said, that the transition that happens this month, anyone looking at you may not see that change. It might not be super visible, but internally it's huge. It's a block. It's a way that you've been blocked for some time, that you are having epiphanies about this month, that, you know, things are clicking into place. You're seeing yourself differently. What else do we need to know about these self-limiting beliefs, ways of moving in the world, maybe not claiming what you deserve? We've got the card of competition coming up. The five of Swords. We've got the 5 of Swords. Has competition, has that gotten in the way? Do you feel like maybe you are not where you should be? Do you feel like you should be further along in your life? Do you feel like you should have more to show for the work that you've put in? You know, these could all be ways that you're putting too much pressure on yourself. There could be situations that come up this month around competition, how you see yourself. Maybe you're trying to prove something to yourself, but in the way that you're doing that, it's not well received by others. And perhaps it's what is putting people off about you. Maybe it's this overly competitive energy that puts people off. It's not genuine to you. It is, it's an inauthentic way of being, But somewhere along the line, you really have believed that you need to keep up or you need to outpace certain people. I mean, this could be a belief or an idea that was put on you, when you were a child. This feels like a program that's been playing for a long time. This could also be wanting to stand out and be different, but it isn't authentic, so it comes across as being clunky or off. And of course, this is going to be different for each person, so keep that in mind. So we're looking at an energy of not being appreciated or seen and trying to overcompensate or compete, or there's an aggressive way of going about just your everyday life that is not authentic to you, that is going to be released. You're going to see this in your life this month. You're going to see how this plays out. You're going to understand it. And you're going to be able to stop it. Interesting. So daily living is what is coming up. Daily living, your ideas, your thoughts, your behaviors. All right, let's look at the recent past and see what comes up here for earth signs. Recent past. Wow, look at this. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. I wanted to first say this is you, but I'm not sure that that's true. This Queen of Pentacles. I feel like she's representing an idea, an idea of how you should be. This is where you got this idea from, I don't know. Hopefully that you're able to discern that this month, but I feel like this is, it's not an authentic version of you. Again, this is the way you think you should be. It's the way you think you should be living. It's what you think you should have. It represents what you value, what is important, how you see yourself as being successful. And with the Queen of Pentacles, that would be with, material success, money, things, possessions, holding a high status in society, being someone that people come to because you have literal things to offer. You have money, you have influence, you have sway, and people value that about this person. I feel like this is these are all the things that are important to you or you thought were important to you. Again, this is like an idea or a construct that you have about what is successful or what success means for you. But this is a past, I kind of feel like it's not an authentic version of you, but it's how you've been comparing yourself. I'll be successful when this happens. I'll know I've really made it when this happens. So whatever those goals are for you, that's what this card is representing. And what is interesting is the way you're showing up. It is a version of this Queen of Pentacles. It is a version of that, but this is coming through authentically. So I find that really interesting. And maybe it's you are understanding yourself, you're getting to know yourself better. So you are really realizing what is truly of value to you, what is important to you. And I feel like that's really shifted from this past Queen of Pentacles energy. I'm also wondering if some of you have like a role model that you wanted to grow up and be like. This Queen of Pentacles could be representing that role model. Earth signs, what's on your mind? What is your mindset this month? What's on your mind? This could also be family expectations too that were, you know, unfairly placed upon you. All right, Earth signs, what's on your mind? Interesting. So we've got the Ace of Cups. We've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Show you the card upright. We have it in reverse. And this is what is on your mind. This is what you're thinking about. Maybe how you're feeling. Cups are always cards of emotions, feelings, that sort of thing. And in reverse, this could be blocked emotions, suppressed emotions, not wanting to feel something. I feel like you're denying yourself. Or you don't want to believe that something is true. Maybe you're not, maybe there's a lot of things showing you how authentic you've been or how you've been trying to live your life for someone else, or you've been trying to live up to this version of you that it just isn't working. It's not working for you because it isn't representing what you believe in. It's not representing what you value, what you like. It's like you've been trying to force yourself into a mold that isn't working. It's not for you. But in your mind, there's some conflict with that. And, you know, and it could be, this conflict could be coming up because you have, you know, maybe spent a lot of years, a lot of time, a lot of money into becoming this version of you, you know, whether that was schooling or, you know, whatever that is, you've put in a lot of time and now you're realizing, hey, this isn't what I want. This isn't who I am. But there's some conflict here because you have put in so much time and effort. And it's okay to change. It's okay to change your mind. You know, this again is just a mindset. This could also be a fear of opening your heart, fear of feeling, fear that if you step onto a new path or step into this new version of you, that it could feel very chaotic. And you might be feeling a lot, and that might scare you. The idea of feeling could make you very nervous. You may not want to feel all of the feelings that are going to come up with embracing this new path this month. And that's okay. You know, our minds can change. Our mindset can change. Let's take a look at the near future. What is coming in for Earth signs in the near future? And I feel like you guys are probably already sensing that a change is coming. Maybe you even have an idea of what that is. Maybe that's part of what you've been, you know, wrestling with in your mind. Let's see. Near future. Oh, wow, look at this. Another Pentacles card, another Earth card. We have the Ten of Pentacles. I can't remember if this was coming up for Taurus in their birthday reading or if this was another reading. But looking into the near future, this is your legacy. What are you leaving behind? How will people remember you? You know, what value, what did you add to this planet while you were here? I think these are some of the things you could be thinking about and feeling. But this future card is also really, the feeling of this card is really influencing you now. And I feel like that's why you're really trying to get to know who you are and what you came here to do. I think finding your purpose, that's really going to be on your mind this month. But this future card, this is a very stable, rooted energy. This is you understanding why you're here, why you came here. It's a card of prosperity, having money, having a comfortable life. So that's really nice. I mean, that's really nice. This is making a really good living. Enjoying what you do, enjoying the ways that you make money. Interesting that on the mind, we have some concerns around feeling, emotions, living from the heart. Yet all of the cards are very based in fact, in material things. There's nothing here about emotions or even deep connections, and that's okay. A card of legacy, a card of family, community, helping each other out, helping out others. Maybe you're building a community. But this is money and stability in the future, which is really nice. It's also a card of Virgo. I think there was another card of Virgo here. The Nine of Pentacles, that's also a Virgo card. Yes, we definitely have a lot of earth energy here. Interesting. I'm still kind of wondering though if for some of you, I'm still kind of wondering if some of you are not going to go as deep as you could go this month. And that's okay. Let's look at the advice regarding these two cards. What is the advice as far as competition or feeling like you've got to be the first, or that you're falling behind, or that you've got to keep up with this idea of how you think you should be, worried about disappointing others or not living up to your expectations or maybe someone else's expectations? What is the advice here for earth signs? And what I'm hearing is you'll find peace within feeling. You'll find peace. It feels like the peace that you are searching for, yes, you can find peace and money. You can find comfort in having material things that create a stable life. But it feels like the peace that you are looking for is being able to deeply feel. Let's see what the advice is. We've got the Nine of Cups. This is your wishes coming true. This truly is living your passions, following your heart. So I feel like, and maybe right now, maybe what is coming up this month, I feel like you know what your passions are. I feel like you know what you would love to do. I feel like you know that some of the changes you would like to make, but maybe it's too scary this month to take such a leap, and that's okay. But the advice here is playing it safe, and I feel like a lot of this is playing it safe, isn't going to bring you the fulfillment that you are looking for. So I feel like at some point, if you truly are listening to the call of your heart, you're following your heart, you are really tapped into how you feel. And again, I think tapping into the feelings is part of the problem here. I shouldn't say problem, but I think that's part of what you are not wanting to do maybe this month, and that's okay. But the advice here is you're going to have to take a leap of faith at some point if you really want to find that satisfaction, that peace, that soulful alignment. I do like this Nine of Cups energy, though. It feels really good. It's dreaming really big. It isn't selling yourself short. It's also not worrying about what people might think of you. It's putting yourself out there. Yeah, and that can be very scary. I mean, I can totally relate to that. What is something that you would love to do, but you're afraid of how others might see you, or you're worried that it could have a negative impact on your career or the life that you've built, or it could have a negative effect on your reputation? Because there is a shift that you're being asked to make. Okay. Let's look at the outside influences this month. Let's look at the people, other people and environment around you. Let's see what's going on for Earth signs. Outside influence. I feel like this does have a big impact on you. Especially when it comes to reputation. It's almost kind of like you've built a brand for yourself, and you've put in so much work and effort that there's a lot of fear of ruining your reputation. And you can't ruin your reputation. Just because you're stepping into another version of you, that's growth. That isn't letting yourself down. It's actually lifting yourself up. And yeah, maybe there are going to be people that are going to be disappointed, or they might not like the new version of you, and that's totally fine. That's their issue. That's not your issue. We've got, wow. Okay, we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. Upright. Another Earth card here. Ooh, I do really like this, though. So I do feel like there are people around you that are encouraging you to make this change. This could be a person offering their influence, offering a loan, their money, offering you the opportunity to step into something different. So this is really cool. I do feel like this isn't necessarily your core group of people. I feel like this is new energy. These are going to be new people, new influences coming in. It's like the universe is bringing new people to surround you to help you build whatever it is that you're trying to build. Whatever you're trying to create, this new version, this new life, this different life. And it will still be intertwined with your life now. With you're not stepping into witness protection or anything like that. But you're deciding to live your life in a different way. You're going in a new direction, and the universe is bringing you new people to support that. So new energy is coming in to support you with whatever change you are making. And I feel like this is the new energy that is building this community, this longevity. A lot of wealth is here in this card in the future. But it comes from being in service to others. And I do feel like there is some self-sacrifice. There's something that you're giving up to have this stability in the future. And I feel like anytime you are in service to others, you are giving up, you are sacrificing your time. You could be sacrificing your energy. You could be sacrificing doing things that, you don't really want to be doing. But it pays off, and it's fulfilling, and it's enriching. You're not suffering. At times it might feel like that, but I do feel like the thing that you are maybe giving up, especially in the beginning, is time. Maybe you don't have as much free time. You're putting a lot of your time, your energy, your effort into building whatever this is. But you're not doing it by yourself. You've got new people around you, new energy around you. Let's look at your hopes and fears. What are the hopes and fears for Earth signs? I'd love to know what you guys are building. What are you building? What do you want for yourself? This is really interesting. Hopes and fears for Earth signs. I feel like this is the hope. 10 of Cups. It's nice to have money. It's nice to have nice things. But really what the hope is, and also a fear as well, is the hope is having deep, meaningful connections with your people, with your family, having a significant other, maybe having children, but deep emotional connections. That's the hope. That is also the fear, not having that. And I almost kind of feel like Earth signs, you're not going to feel safe in creating these deep emotional connections if you don't have this strong stability of wealth, being rooted, having creature comforts, having a home, having a job, knowing that all of your physical everyday needs are met. That's got to happen first before you can even really consider these deep connections. And perhaps that's why you are building all of this first, because you can't just, you're not going to feel safe being vulnerable if you haven't created a strong foundation for yourself, knowing that all of your needs are met. So you're building that for yourself. You're not relying on someone else to build this for you or to create this for you. You're going to build this strong foundation. And then once you have that, the idea is that you'll be able to be vulnerable. You'll be able to allow yourself to have deep connections with others. 10 of Cups is a card of families, happiness, unconditional love and joy. You can see the energy is quite different. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles and we have the 10 of Cups here. They're both cards of family. They're both cards of ancestry, of roots. They're both cards similar to that. But this one is all about influence, money, what you have, the physical things you have. And the 10 of Cups is the deep emotional connections that you build with others and the joy that that brings. And you can kind of see it like, you know, this card, it looks like, you know, there's food here, there's animals, there's loyalty, they're well dressed. The 10 of Cups, they don't look as well dressed. They don't have as many things surrounding them, but there's more nature. And it's just true happiness. So that is the hope. And then that's also the fears, maybe not having that. Really interesting here. Earth signs, I feel like you guys are really, you're really thinking this through. Like you've definitely got a plan. Let's look at the potential outcome. Potential outcome for Earth signs. I'm hearing that you are tapped into your potential and your purpose this month. But I'm wondering if some of you are going to refuse to acknowledge that purpose because it's not in alignment with what you've already been working towards. I would say just stay open to that. Potential outcome. Potential outcome. Either by the end of this month or, you know, down the road. Because a lot of this looks like, you know, sometime down the road. There's a lot of building here and creating that you are working on. Potential outcome. We've got the nine of Swords. Anxiety, feeling stressed out. But I feel like that's kind of where you already are. Especially with the 7 of Swords, because it feels like, you know, trying to keep up with this version of you that you're not in alignment with. At one time you were, now you're not. 9 of Swords. And this anxiety and this worry, it's self-inflicted. It isn't... It's like having nightmares, bad dreams. They're not necessarily real or rooted in reality. I feel like these are pressures that you are putting on yourself. And again, it kind of comes back to this mindset of you're tapped into your purpose, you're tapped into your passions and what you want to do, but the human side of you, this one side of you is saying, no, you can't have that because you've already put in all of this other work. You're going to give up all of that to do this other thing. So I feel like this conflicted mindset is what is causing this anxiety. So I feel like that's one potential outcome. Let's look at one, let's pull one other card, one more card for potential outcome. If Earth signs tap into this and become aligned with their heart, and they're not denying themselves whatever this passion is that they want to go for, whatever their dream is. What is the potential outcome? Whoops. What is the potential outcome? Knight of Swords. Really going for it. Full speed ahead. It's a lifestyle change. It's a total lifestyle change. And I think that was one of the things that were coming up this month. It's releasing limiting beliefs and looking at all of the things that you do every day that keep you stuck. Creating a lifestyle change. So it's like you can continue to deny yourself and worry about how you'll be perceived, or you can just go for it, create the lifestyle change, and then trust that the right people will come in to support you when needed. I think the other thing to keep in mind too is the energy that you are bringing to the table this month is you are influencing others. People are seeing you. They are trusting your wisdom. They're trusting your discernment. So I do feel like you are attracting a new crowd, new people. You're already in service to others. I feel like you're already shifting, and you may not realize that. I feel like your lifestyle is already shifting. I feel like you can be in your head about it and be worried about it and all of that, but I feel like you're just going to continue to evolve and change. I mean, of course we always do, but evolve and change for the better. I feel like you're going to, maybe not even knowing that you're doing it, I feel like you are making a change to live the life of your dreams and to manifest your dreams, to manifest your heart's desire, whatever that might be. But I can tell you it's not going to be heavily focused on making money. That will be a byproduct. I feel like that happens anyway, but that's not the focus. And looking at the card from the past here, it has been very focused on making money, creating a comfortable lifestyle, education, learning all you can about whatever field whatever type of work you've done, whatever kind of field you went into. But the way things are shifting, that's going to change. It's going to be more focused on cultivating deep connections and community and service to others. So very interesting. I can't wait to see what the readings are for the other signs. Let's go ahead and pull one final card for Earth signs for the month of May. I would love to hear how things are shifting for you. I would love to hear what you're realizing about yourself, limiting beliefs and blocks that have kept you stuck. They are dissolving this month, whether you want them to or not. Which I feel like that's kind of nice to know that they are dissolving. There's not a lot of effort that you've got to put into it. And that's really nice. All right, final card for Earth signs for May. It says last quarter moon, card number 23, gratitude. Beautiful card. Having gratitude, appreciation for yourself, for those in your life, for just everyday life. 3, 4, 5. I just want to look over some of the numbers. The 5 was standing out for me, and we've got that 5 here. 5s are shifts and changes. They're disruptions that cause changes. Although I will say I don't feel like there's any huge disruption here with Earth signs. It does feel like a gentle shift, a gentle shift of energy for Earth signs. So this is really nice. All right. Well, have a fantastic May. I'm wishing you the best. I would love to hear from you. What are your passions? What are your dreams? What are you hoping comes true for yourself? Yeah, very interested. All right. Take great care of yourself. Talk to you soon. Oh, earth signs. I forgot. I wanted to pull one card for each sign. So, one card for each sign for the month of May. So a message for Capricorn. A message for Capricorn from your guides. What do your guides want you to know? Capricorn. What do your guides want you to know? We have the Eight of Wands. The energy is moving really fast. So the shifts coming in for you this month happen really fast. There's some fast changes, fast moving energy. This could also be feeling really energetic, especially if you've felt kind of low lately. This is having energy. This is being excited. There's something you're looking forward to here, but the energy is moving really fast. And I feel like your guides are just wanting you to know this feels like relief. So things are shifting and changing in a very positive way. So Capricorn, your guides just want you to know that. Hang in there. A change to the energy is coming, and it brings a lot of growth. Okay, so Taurus, happy birthday, Taurus. A message for Taurus from your guides. What do your guides want you to know? We have the seven, we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Cups in reverse. This feels like you're being very decisive. You're focused, you're decisive. You are, just stay true to you. Stay focused on what you know is right for you. And I feel like it's going to be really hard for anyone to throw you off. It's going to be really hard. This is a card of distraction. Stay focused. And this might even be pulling back your energy a little bit, going within, maybe not talking to people or asking others advice. Really trust yourself and don't allow yourself to be distracted. And I don't think you will be. Take action, make decisions, don't overthink it. Virgo, advice and guidance from your guides. A message from Spirit for Virgo. I'm hearing, Virgo, you are on fire. Which is kind of nice because Earth signs, you guys didn't have, I don't think you guys had any fire cards in that spread. Virgo. Ooh, we've got the High Priestess. The energy of the moon. Trust the information that you are receiving. This is a lot of internal change. It's a major arcana card, so this is a big deal. But what is being revealed to you this month, and I feel like this is being revealed to you via the universe, God, your guides, however you want to see that. This is information and wisdom that is being given to you to help you move along your path. So trust it. Trust the information you receive. I'm just wondering how you're going to receive that information, but that's probably not for me to know. Okay, really nice energy here. Earth signs, things are definitely shifting and changing for all of you, especially Capricorn. Things are definitely going to take a new direction. Things are moving in a different direction. Things are really picking up. All right. Have a wonderful May. If you'd like to book a one-on-one, I can delve into any area of your life or any questions that you might have from this reading, and you can book the reading with the links below. Take great care. Hey, air signs, welcome in. This is your reading for May 2026, and this is for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Welcome in, air signs. So, looking at the energy for May, one of the things that was coming up, and the thing that was interesting to me was this soulful alignment that was coming in this month. So I wanted to look at that, and I wanted to ask the question, what is the breakthrough this month? So what is the breakthrough for air signs? And the way it felt to me for all of the signs is there's a big shift this month, and it's more of an internal shift and a shift in beliefs, a shift in your mindset. So people looking in might not see a lot of changes with you or with your energy, but it's because it's happening within. And of course, now my cat needs to go out. So hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. All right, air signs. So we're going to ask that question, what is the breakthrough for you? And I feel like for air signs, this feels like the fog is lifting. You can see things very clearly. And I think that that's part of the breakthrough for you, is just this fog lifting. And I'm hearing everything makes sense now. All right, so the question we're asking, Spirit, is what is the breakthrough? What is this breakthrough? What is this soul alignment for air signs? So let's start by looking at your energy this month. What are you bringing to the table? We have Temperance. Nice. I love this. Major Arcana card. So this is a really big deal. Moderation. I'm also hearing liberation, but I kind of feel like Temperance brings liberation. You're not rushing into anything. You're able to, like I said, you're able to see things clearly. I also feel you're being divinely guided. Of course, we're always being divinely guided, but that is heightened for air signs. With the Temperance card, you're also really tapping into what makes you tick, your alchemy. So this could look like your creative endeavors, things that bring you joy. It could be that as well. I'm also feeling travel for a lot of Geminis with this card. And again, Sagittarius rules this card, so that kind of makes sense as well. But your energy, I love this. Temperance, moderation. You're probably being a wise sage for others. But being divinely guided. I was just wondering, was Temperance one of the cards? No. I was looking to see if Temperance was one of the cards that came up with the May energy. So I like this. Card number 14. Got the energy of 5 here with you guys. And I also don't really feel like you're going to be thrown off this month. Even if there's a lot of things that happen or a lot of changes come in, I still feel like you're going to hold steady, hold your energy really well, and you're able to just see things from a higher perspective. It's like you're watching with the bird's eye view. You are watching things unfold. Interesting. Okay. So what's the question here? So the question I'm asking is, what is the breakthrough what is this soul alignment for air signs, but I'm open to any other question that Spirit would like to bring up. So we've got the Eight of Cups. Card of walking away. What are you leaving behind? What are you walking away from? And again, this isn't something you're rushing into. This is something that you've put in a lot of thought. You've carefully considered. You've tried time and time and time again. It's not working. You're walking away. And this is something that you're walking away from that you do care about. You know, there's an attachment there. There's an emotional attachment. You've put in a lot of, you know, love into something. But it's time to walk away. So this month, you're going to get really clear on what that is. Why do you need to walk away? I'm hearing it's definitely an emotional investment that you've put in, and it's time to walk away from that emotional investment. For some of you, this could be a family member. This could be a relationship with a family member that, you know, you've done all you can do, and it's time to put less energy into that. It's not like you're going to abandon this person, but you're no longer putting in the effort, the love. You're going to love them from a distance. For some of you, I feel like that's what this card is, but not for everyone. Okay, so why do air signs need to walk away from this? What else do we need to know about this Eight of Cups? You can love someone or something passionately, but if it's holding you back from your purpose, if it's holding you back from your happiness and joy, you've got to walk away. We've got the World. Yeah, you are needed. Your energy, your love, your passion, it's needed elsewhere in the world. It's a new book you're starting. We're closing out a big chunk of your life, and it's like a whole new life is starting for you. That's why you've got to walk away from this. You can't keep being in service to this energy, whatever this is. And I do think you're going to become very clear about that. You can't stay in service to this and be aligned with your purpose, why you came here, the life that this new life that you're building, this new chapter. Yep. The universe is moving you in a new direction, air signs. I feel like it's happening for all the signs, but it's definitely happening for you, and you're ready for it. I feel like you guys probably are already sensing that. And I think that's why you're able to have this energy of the Temperance card, why you're holding that energy so well. You're just waiting and seeing how things play out. You're not going to rush into anything. You can feel that a new door is opening. You can feel that something is coming, something new is coming, something different is coming. So you're just waiting to see what that is. Let's take a look at your recent past. We've also got two major arcana cards here. So this is big. It's big. And again, you're being divinely guided. Recent past for air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus as well. Wow, look at this. We've got the Justice card, Libra's card. Recent past. So what I'm feeling from this card is this could be a lack of justice. It's definitely an imbalance of energy. It's not feeling like you've gotten a fair shake. This is, someone else had a similar energy here. Maybe it was earth signs, but it's doing all the right things, playing by the rules, doing everything right, yet things aren't working out. You know, things aren't balancing themselves out. You're not being seen. You feel like you're getting the short end of the stick, although you've done all the things that you feel you should do. But it definitely feels like an imbalance. This could also be a karmic imbalance. So when it comes to karma, I definitely don't fully understand it. I don't think any of us do. But the way that Spirit has always explained it to me is most of our karma does not come from this current life. It comes from our past lives and the past lives of other people that are in your current life. So because we don't understand or know or remember what happened in a past life, sometimes things feel like they're unfair. But there could be a karmic rebalance going on from a past life. And that can be wonderful or that could be not so wonderful. So anyway, just wanted to point that out. Just wanted to share that karma doesn't necessarily mean something that you've done or someone else has done in this life. It can come from a past life. But this does feel like an imbalance of the energy's not been balanced, feeling like you've not gotten your fair share. And I feel like with this Justice card here, even though it is upright, I'm feeling the energy being off. And I do feel like that is confirming how you have been feeling. It has been off. You have done all the right things, but you haven't, you're not reaping what you've sowed. You've put in the energy, you've done the work. Okay, so where's the return on that investment, I guess, is how I'm feeling this card. And that's coming from the recent past. I do feel like part of this imbalance does have to do with this card here, the thing that you're being asked to walk away from. And I will say this is probably something that is not going to be easy to walk away from. Again, there's a lot of feeling here. There's a lot of emotion here. You may have put in a lot of time and effort, but there's also a lot of, love and emotion that you've put into whatever this is. So I don't feel like it's going to be super easy to walk away from or turn your back on. And you may already know what this is. It still isn't going to make it easy to walk away from. But I do feel like you are going to get some guidance on that throughout the month. And you may not need to make this change yet. And again, you're holding the energy of, I'm just watching. I'm seeing how things play out. I'm waiting for direction. Let's take a look at your mindset. Air signs, what is going on in your mind? What are you thinking about? How is your mind focused? What are you focused on? Nice. We've got the sun. Wow, air signs, you guys have a lot of major arcana cards here. This is a big shift in energy. So I love this. You positive mindset. You are focused on things working out for the best. You know what you want for yourself. You want to be happy. You're looking towards the light. You are, you're also being very true to you. So I do really like this. You have a lot, you're giving yourself a lot of grace. And again, I definitely feel a lot of that temperance energy from the Sun card as well. So you're having fun, you're enjoying yourself, you're living your life, and you're not making any major decisions. Again, you're just waiting to see how things play out. But you're having a lot of fun, and you're focused on having fun, bringing in a lot of joy. That's a great mindset to have. Especially lately, because there's just been like so much doom and gloom. It's really easy to get bogged down in fear. And I feel like air signs, you're doing your best to stay out of that. Like you're making a conscious effort to stay out of fear. Hold on a sec. I'm trying to take a clip out of my hair. I feel like it's squeezing my brain. All right. Let's look at near future. Near future for air signs. I mean, I can't believe all of the major arcana cards here for you guys. I'd love to hear what is shifting for you. I also want to say with these cards here and with this Sun card here in your mindset, there's a part of you that you just know, you don't know how you know, but you know things are going to work out. You know something good is on the horizon. You can feel it. And if you can't feel it, you just know it. And I feel like that's part of why you're able to stay so calm and centered. So thank you. Thank you for bringing that energy to the rest of the planet. All right, near future for air signs. All right, we've got the Eight of Pentacles here. Nice. This could be a shift with work, lifestyle, how you are living your everyday life. The Eight of Pentacles can be everyday life, the things we do every day, the daily, everyday life. In the near future, this does feel like a big change. And like I said, this could be a change of work coming in. Whatever this is, though, it's very minor in comparison to whatever else is happening with you. I I kind of feel like the universe is like, you know what? There is something really big coming in for air signs, but we can't talk about that yet. We can't reveal that yet. That could be because they don't want to throw off your calm, cool, collected way of being. They might not want to throw that off, and maybe whatever big is coming in, maybe it would scare you, not in a bad way, but in a, oh my God, like that's too much, or that's, so I feel like that's why we've got this card. There is a shift coming into your everyday life, the way you live life, where you work, how you make your money, that there's a change coming in the near future. But I feel like your guides are really holding back on sharing that information, and that's okay. So let's look at the advice and guidance on walking away. Advice and guidance on this next phase of your life, because it's a huge chapter. And it's somewhere you've never been before. I mean, we could see every day like that, right? But it does feel like a huge shift. So advice and guidance on this shift, on walking away. Page of Cups. Give yourself give yourself grace. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to understand how everything is going to work out. This feels like a peace offering. This feels like whatever this is that you're walking away from, as hard as it might be, you're giving a gift to yourself. You're showing yourself love and appreciation. Because whatever this is, it's had a really heavy hold on you for a very long time. I'm also wondering if for some of you, this is you forgiving yourself. If this could be you letting yourself off the hook for something and realizing, you did the best that you could do. Allow yourself grace and forgive yourself. That's what I'm feeling with this Page of Cups here. Letting yourself off the hook. Letting the younger version of you off the hook. I feel like that's the advice here. Allowing yourself to be in a youthful, playful state of mind, which you are, and knowing that that's okay. You don't have to wait for the world to be right to have fun, to enjoy your life, and to be happy. The world is never going to be in a perfectly balanced, happy state. That's not what this place is. But you can have a happy life. You can be joyful, even if everyone around you isn't. Don't feel guilty for that. Be happy. Look forward to happy surprises, new love, joyful experiences, and don't feel guilty for having them. You experiencing joy and embracing joy and feeling happy and hopeful helps lift the frequency for everyone else. So you really are doing a good thing. Everyone is, when you allow yourself to be happy. All right, let's look at outside influence. The environment around you, the people around you. What's going on with that? For the month of May for air signs that are watching this video. Wow, we've got the Empress. Nice. I like this energy around you. And I'm wondering if some of you have really made a conscious shift a while back to hang out with different people, to surround yourself with different types of people. I'm wondering if this is a result of a decision you made a long time ago. But this is a really nice energy. It's, again, another major arcana card, so this is a big deal. We've got the Empress here. This is the energy around you. This isn't necessarily one person in particular. This is the overall energy around you is that of abundance, beauty, having gratitude and grace, appreciating life. You're surrounded by people that have a similar energy, and this is really nice. It's a fertile energy. Again, abundance, happiness, joy. This is also the energy, people creating lives that they want to live. There's no scarcity here, which I really love. I love this energy. It's not a fearful energy. So that's really nice. So you're surrounded by loving energy. I also feel like this, again, is the universe supporting you. I feel like this is your guide supporting you. And I don't quite know what all of this is. It is such a big shift. And of course, everything is linked together. I can't help but feel like this Empress and this Justice card here in the past are linked together. So where things have maybe felt really out of balance, I feel like it's shifting, and it's shifting because of the people around you, the energies around you. And I do feel like that was a conscious decision that you made a long time ago to surround yourself in a different environment, put yourself in a different environment. And that is shifting the energy and balancing this past, maybe kind of chaotic energy. It's balancing that out. Let's look at the hopes and fears. This is really nice. Hopes and fears for, I wanted to say for Aquarius. Hopes and fears for air signs. Month of May. What's going on there? We have the Ace of Swords here popping in. I don't feel this as a fear. I feel the energy of anticipation around this card, around this Ace of Swords. And I almost kind of wonder if this is what you're waiting for. This is a new idea. This is good news coming to you. This is good. This could also be good news around health. But I almost feel like this is what you're waiting for. This is, it's that mental clarity. It's the new ideas coming in. And I'm wondering if this is what you're waiting for with this Temperance card. How I was saying you are just watching everything. You're observing what's going on, but you're not making any big shifts or changes yet. You're waiting. I feel like this is what you're waiting for. You're waiting for this new idea. You're waiting for direction. And maybe some of you are waiting on the results of a test, or you're waiting on the results of something, and that's going to determine how you move forward in the future. If this is a health related thing, I do feel like it's positive news that you get back, but you're waiting for their direction. And that makes sense. That makes sense with all of this. You're waiting for their direction. But in the meantime, you're being very mindful. You're being joyful. You're doing your best to be positive. And I like this card. I like this new direction. And I do feel like this is true, that this is coming in for you this month. Maybe not, it might be more towards the end of the month. Let's look at potential outcome. What is the potential outcome of this big shift? Of this soulful alignment? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. So this change, it isn't a fast change. This is slow and steady. Nothing too crazy. It's going to feel very balanced. Things, although you have some big energies around you, and this World card, this is a humongous change, the ending of one chapter and the beginning of the next, you'll be able to keep up with it. The shift is going to be slow and steady. It's going to be easy for you to keep up with. It isn't going to feel overwhelming. It isn't going to, it's not going to throw you off. So keep taking action, keep moving forward. Very grounded. It feels very much like this Eight of Pentacles card. You're living your life. You're following the guidance that you're getting. Really interesting. The energy here, it's almost like, and it's almost like it has kind of an ethereal feel to it, earth signs. So far out of all of the signs, I think the biggest shift is coming for you, but it's not happening quite yet. And your guides are keeping it kind of quiet. But I do feel with this Knight of Pentacles, it isn't anything you need to worry about. You just keep living your life and doing what you're doing, and figure out what this is. Some of you, I know you already know what this is, but the most important thing for you to take action on is to walk away from whatever this Eight of Cups is that we talked about in the beginning. Okay, so I want to go ahead and pull a card for each of the signs. Let's see. I think for earth signs, I put all of the cards back. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, a spirit message for Aquarius for the month of May. What is Spirit's message for Aquarius for the month of May? What do we have here? We have the Three of Swords. Oh, it's upright. The Three of Swords. I feel like this has to do with that Eight of Cups, that walking away. It's okay to mourn the past. Allow yourself to feel what you are feeling. Acknowledge it for what it is. And give yourself the time that you need. I don't feel any rush at all with air signs. Whatever is happening, I feel like you have all the time you need to adjust to it, to work through it. There's no rush. So take your time here to feel the loss, to feel the grief, to feel whatever it is that you feel when you walk away from whatever that is. Have grace for yourself, have patience for yourself. Be kind to yourself. And also keep in mind that this is temporary. But it feels important not to skip over that. Don't bypass your feelings, Aquarius. All right, Gemini. What do your guides want you to know, Gemini? Advice for Gemini. A message from Spirit for Gemini for May. Wow, we got the High Priestess. I think Virgo had the High Priestess. Very similar energy to that Temperance energy. Listen to the guidance and intuition that you get. Wisdom and information is being revealed to you this month. Listen to it. Trust it. And follow that guidance. And also just know whatever information is coming through. And this does feel like, information you're going to receive through intuition. You're ready for it. You're ready to hear, you're ready to know, you're ready to feel whatever this is. It's coming from God, it's coming from a higher source. And it's going to shape this, it will shape the steps that you take going forward. That feels very pivotal for Gemini. All right, Spirit message for Libra for the month of May. What would Spirit like Libra to know? We got the Ten of Pentacles. Definitely focus on family, ancestry, roots, and heritage. But what I feel most from this card for Libra, it's a reassurance that your future is stable and sound, that you are going to be, your needs are going to be met. If you are having concerns around money, let that go the best that you can, because this is financial stability. And that's what I'm feeling from this card. It's like your guides just want you to know that your needs are going to be met. So this isn't what, if you're worried about that, you don't need to be worried about that. But again, a focus on legacy, heritage, what you leave behind, investments, wills, retirement, all of that could be focused on this month for Libra. Especially with the inheritance, I feel like for some Libras, you could be learning about an inheritance or receiving resources from an inheritance. Okay, final card for air signs, and I'm going to call it good for the month of May. And please watch the May energy update. Because I feel like this reading will make more sense if you watch that video. All right, what do we have here? Blue moon. And we have a blue moon this month, which I think is really cool. The unexpected. And I truly can say, for air signs, definitely expect the unexpected. Beautiful things are coming in for you. I love this energy of the blue and the green. The emerald color and working with emeralds came up during the May energy update. But I mean, look at this. It's a beautiful card. Very etheric feeling, which is what I was feeling with you guys. I feel like Spirit is holding back on giving information. So the unexpected. Really nice. All right. Blessings to you all. I hope you have a fantastic May, and I will talk to you real soon.